In 1990, the king of Philippine movies did something that surprised the entire industry. He put down the heavy artillery of his usual war movies and picked up a bouquet of roses. Kahit Konting Pagtingin is a legendary departure in the FPJ filmography. It is a film that proved Fernando Poe Jr. didn't need a high body count to command the screen. He only needed his signature charisma and the megastar herself, Sharon Cuneta. This movie became the gold standard for the action romance subgenre, blending the rugged worlds of a blue-collar hero with the sparkling charm of a romantic comedy. The summary of this 1990 blockbuster follows the life of Delphin, a hardworking, no-nonsense man who makes his living in the tough environment of a slaughterhouse and as a part-time bodyguard. His world is one of sweat, gears, and survival, until he crosses paths with the vibrant and wealthy Sharon. The plot is a classic opposites attract tale. Sharon is a woman who seemingly has everything, but is suffocating under the pressure of her status and the threats of those who want her fortune. Delphin becomes her protector, not just from physical harm, but from the loneliness of her world. The movie tracks their journey as they bridge the gap between their social classes, discovering that while they come from different worlds, their hearts speak the same language. The action in this film is handled with a lighter, more stylish touch. Delphin doesn't go on a rampage. He uses his fists and his wits to shield Sharon from the contravitas who dare to disrupt their growing romance. The movie builds toward a climax where Delphin must prove that a man's worth isn't measured by his bank account, but by the strength of his character and the depth of his loyalty. It is a story of pagtingin, regard or affection, showing that even a little look can change into a love that defies society's expectations. The casting was a historic moment in Pinoy pop culture. The pairing of FPJ and Sharon Cuneta was a dream match that nobody thought would actually happen. FPJ brought a grounded, masang-masa masculinity to Delphin, while Sharon brought her legendary sweetness and megastar energy. Their chemistry was so effective that it bypassed the screen and felt like a genuine connection. They were supported by a powerhouse cast, including the comedic legend Paquito Diaz in a rarely slightly more humorous role, Bing Loizaga and Ricky Deval. The inclusion of FPJ's regular crew ensured that the movie still felt like a home for his core action fans. Behind the scenes, the film was directed by Pablo Santiago, a man who understood the FPJ formula better than almost anyone. A major BTS fact was the intense secrecy surrounding the project. The producers wanted the FPJ-Sharon team-up to be a total surprise for the fans. On set, Sharon Cuneta reportedly expressed deep nerves about working with the king, but FPJ was a total gentleman, often cracking jokes to make her feel comfortable. The production also featured a soundtrack that became as famous as the movie itself, with Sharon's rendition of the title track, Kahit Konting Pagtingin, becoming a massive radio hit that still plays today. Financially, the movie was a certified monster hit. Released in 1990, it became the highest-grossing film of the year, breaking existing box office records. It was a super roadshow success that proved that the action-romance formula was the new goldmine for Philippine cinema. The earnings of the film were so significant that it inspired a sequel, Kahit Konting Pagtingin Part 2, several years later. It was the film that officially brought the action audience and the romance audience under one roof. In terms of ratings and awards, the film was highly decorated. It swept the Box Office Entertainment Awards, and both FPJ and Sharon were celebrated for their performances. It received multiple nominations from the FAMAS and FAP Awards, specifically for Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Original Song. Critics praised the film for its wholesome chemistry, noting that it was a rare film that could satisfy both the tough Kanto boys and the Colegiala girls. The legacy of Kahit Konting Pagtingin is its enduring status as the ultimate date movie of the 90s. It remains a beloved classic that is rewatched every time people want to believe in a love that crosses boundaries. It proved that Fernando Poe Jr. was more than just a soldier or a cop. He was a leading man in every sense of the word. Long after the final credits roll, the image of Delphin and Sharon remains as a reminder that all it takes is a little look to change your life forever.